And so when we were moving from the high school to Consumers Road, we had no money. I didn't tell you that. At least not any money to pay for Consumers Road. And there was a budget presented, and line by line, and they presented that to me. But I felt in my spirit that this was the time. And so instead of arguing over what we didn't have, we went to a God that we knew had. Are you hearing me? And we brought people on board, and we started to put things in motion without having anything in our hands. Are you following what I'm saying? Because sometimes you've got to take 2 fish and a few loaves and be prepared to feed the multitudes. Am I talking right to anybody? This is not just for the church, you know. This is for your own life. And so we stepped into it, and I was asking the leaders the other day, I said, did they even know that the construction workers walked off the site at Downsview Park, or at Consumers Road? I don't think we shared that with you. They just walked off and left the steel and left the pipes and just said, we quit, and I went back to prayer. Because sometimes, watch, sometimes you have to tie your hands so that you don't go back. Let me put it like this. Sometimes you have to make commitments that you can't break, so you're forced to go forward. Prove me now, saith the Lord. See if I won't open the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing. And so God provided for us, and we did that. The other step came when the time came for us to walk out of Consumers Road, as comfortable as it was. And watch this. Sometimes doubt is comfortable. Let me put it like this. Sometimes doubt is disguised as comfort. And the children of Israel go through this. Rhema goes through it. Most Christians go through it, you know. When it becomes difficult on the journey, Egypt seems a lot more comfortable. To the point where you start making up stories about having stuff that you never had back there. And so we made another step again. There was no room at the park, kind of like Jesus. And they showed us spaces that weren't conducive, and they said, that's all we had here. And I said, this won't work. And they didn't show us these other spaces. And we were moving around. Many of you remember that we were at the Congress Center, and we had very limited services. We still have, to some degree, limited services. And I made a decision. I spoke to the pastors, and I said, listen, when I get back from vacation, we better be in Downsview Park. I don't know how it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. And we planned, we plotted, we put it all together, and we arrived because we took a step. Now, the time has come to take another step. And I find it interesting that we're in the same position again, saying we don't have any money. But the truth of the matter is, we serve a God who can supply all of our needs according to their... Don't anybody in this ministry say anymore that we don't have any money. Don't you say it anymore. I won't say it, and you don't say it. We have everything that we need. We're just going to unlock it by steps.